I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
And welcome into Star Valley High School. Jake Hibbard joining you today as a spot starter for the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking. Where free does mean free, go visit First Bank. GoFirstBank.com. Well, we've got a first of two meetings this weekend for Sweetwater County opponents. One home here in Star Valley, and then on Saturday off to the Sweetwater County. Rock Springs will be on the docket tonight, and then Green River on Saturday. Let's go ahead and start off by taking a quick look at the standings. I'll run you through at what we're looking at, with Rock Springs sitting at 5-11 overall on the season, 0-3 in quadrant play. Now, just a reminder, this is a conference or region game, as you may, but it is not a quadrant game, so technically does not count in the conference standing. So this match up tonight will be a tiebreaker, but not one that we will see in the official quadrant standings. One way or another, Star Valley looking for win number 10 tonight on the girls' side, 9-4 overall and 3-0 through the first round of quadrant play, getting the victory over Evanston, Jackson, and Riverton, and sitting all alone halfway through the quadrant. Leading the way for Rock Springs first off, as we'll get a look at Shyla Zancanella is the only player in double figures for Rock Springs, followed by Hannah Milliman at 8 points. For Star Valley, we'll have a little bit of a different starting lineup for you tonight. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Starting, let you know, the leading scorer is Ambry Nelson at 11.8 points per game. This is the countdown to tip-off, brought to you by the First Bank of Wyoming. We're closing in on the tip-off, coming up in about 6.5 minutes from now. Coming up, we will have our Senior Spotlight with Will Linford, a senior on the basketball team. We'll be back in 2 minutes with that here as part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on Star Valley Basketball as a part of SVI Media.
I'm Viola Jones. I'm the owner and baker of Sourdough Nest. One thing that helped us immensely was SVI Media. We were new to town and they didn't really know about us. If you're a new business or even an older business and you want people to know about you, you'll definitely get your money's worth to go to SVI. I appreciate SVI especially for their marketing and to help us out.
To learn more, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Morgan McGee, our player spotlight today on the SVI Sports Network. All right, Morgan, we have to start with the game winner. We got to go with that first. So walk us through that moment. You're in the huddle, in the timeout before you even take the court. What was Coach Erickson telling you guys, and then walk us through the play?
So he kind of drew up a play for either me or Ambry to be open, and you can see me in the SVI film. I asked him, do you want a 2 or a 3? And he just said whatever is open, so I just shot the 3, and made it.
All right, and it was a 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
I thought so too. All right, so what was the moment like when it went in? Maybe talk about that a little.
It was so loud, and I didn't really believe I made it until I watched the film a lot, and then I just like to see everyone's reactions, and it was just crazy how loud it was in there.
Very cool moment for you and the Lady Braves. On the other side of the ball, defensively, you guys have been really, really good on the defensive side of the ball. What's been working for you on that side?
I think just talking and communicating. We work on a lot of zone, but then we also work on our man press, which is called 55, and I think just being scrappy and getting tips really makes us excel at that.
Of course, you guys have been stacking up a few wins, of course, coming off the win against Jackson. What do you think has been going well for you guys recently in conference play? What's been clicking?
I think just moving the ball good, and then also I think we need to start rebounding more. So I think if we rebound, then we're going to get a few more wins under our belt.
Kind of a different situation for you guys where you're getting rematches against Rock Springs and Green River, where you saw them pre-conference play. So now that you've seen them, what are you guys working on this time around?
We're really working on rebounding right now. We have a lot of film, and we're just watching film, and defensively we're just trying to stop them because our offense comes from our defense.
Morgan McGee, our player spotlight here on the SVI Sports Network. Morgan, when you're not playing sports, what else do you do?
I like to hang out with friends and earn money.
Awesome, I like that. What's your favorite class in school right now?
Probably math. I'm good at math, so.
Okay. Very cool. How about your favorite movie?
Zootopia 2, for sure.
Nice, okay. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Fruity Dinos.
Okay, you know what you like. That's good stuff. Now, Morgan, there's been a little controversy over the starting lineup height announcements. So officially, for the record, how tall is Morgan McGee?
5'6.5".
Love it. Or 6 feet, right? We can always go up to 6 feet too. Morgan McGee, our player spotlight of the SVI Sports Network.
And welcome back in as we've got our first bank countdown to tip-off. Star Valley and Rock Springs doing battles tonight. 5-11 Rock Springs coming in to take on 9-4 Star Valley. Coming
to show outstanding sportsmanship by supporting our team, respecting our opponents and officials, and representing Star Valley with class on every possession and after the final buzzer. Your officials for tonight's game are Thomas Wells, Eric Quinning, and Jared Farmer. These officials are registered with the Wyoming High School Activities Association, and like the coaches, are here to help the student athletes learn and compete fairly. They have worked hard to master the rules and apply them consistently. We ask that you please respect their honest efforts in administering tonight's contest. To honor America, please stand, remove your hats, and join Star Valley's own Bella Casey in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see like the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
And that's a look at our starting lineups. Let's go ahead and take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by Star Valley Health. I'll just go ahead and read them out to you. The first key for this contest that I've got for you is turnovers. Star Valley has turned the ball over an average of 18 plus times per game. And if that continues, well, that will be a tough one tonight. Second of all, see the open shot, take it, and get out and run in transition. This is a team that you've got an opportunity to run against. Now let's take a look at the lineups as they get announced here. First, it is Aspen Soltis, a sophomore, wearing number 10 for Rock Springs. After that, we've got Shyla Zancanella, a sophomore as well, wearing number 21. Allison Condi is a sophomore, wears number 34, coming in averaging 4.3 points per game and 5.5 rebounds. Number 43 is Hannah Milliman at a sophomore and 8.8 points per game. And Isabella Bear, a sophomore, number 22, wearing number 22, averages 2 points per game. Those are the starters for Rock Springs. And now we'll take a look at the video. Time to take a look at the starting lineup for Star Valley. And as I alluded to a little bit earlier, Coach Cade Erickson let us know that things would be a little bit different with the starting lineup today. Not a huge change, but Morgan McGee wearing number 3 at 5'6.5", maybe 5'8", a junior averaging 8.3 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. After that is number 4, Cam Mackey, a senior, playing in their 11th game, 5.4 points per game. These are as of last week on the stats as well, too. Ambry Nelson wears number 5, a senior, coming in leading the team with 11.8 points per game. And then Hudson Kleeman wears number 12, a junior, at 6.5 points per game. And then Avery England, number 22, a junior as well, playing in their third weekend, just 0.3 points per game, getting back at it, trying to get their first field goals in, but good to see Avery back out there and ready to go as we have Kleeman at center court, ready to tip off for Star Valley. Tip-off is won by Rock Springs, and Rock Springs in their black jerseys, orange piping, moving from right to left. Star Valley coming out in a 1-2-2 zone look. They're sitting in man, looking over to the right side. Rock Springs working with a little triangle, drive into the dish, outside right corner, shot is up and misses long. Attempt there by Zancanella, and the rebound for Star Valley. Star Valley in their white home jerseys, crimson piping and yellow lettering, setting up the offense at the top of the key is Nelson. Looks over to the right side. McGee, entry pass to Kleeman, inside back to Nelson. A little flip shot is up, no good, but the foul is called. Puts Ambry at the line for 2 shots. No score yet on the Bank of Star Valley's scoreboard, but Ambry with a chance. Averaging 11.8 points per game to be the first on the board, and she is 1-0. Nelson, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. Came into last week 43 of 64, goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Star Valley showing some man press here early on. Not a bad idea. Star Valley has been working on their Syracuse drill for conditioning. As they get into the back half of the conference season, they want to be in better shape than anyone else. Not a bad way to try to do it. Rock Springs at the top of the key. That's Bear looking over left side. Shot fake by Soltis. Hand back. Penetrate. Active hands by the Star Valley defense there. That was England nearly coming away with the steal. Rock Springs holds on to it. We're down to 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. A shot attempt outside, passed up by Bear, and now out to the left. The shot goes up. Fight for the rebound. We're down onto the ground and maybe have a jump ball called. We do. Rock Springs won the opening tip, as one of our referees today, Eric Quinney, gives us the signal of Star Valley basketball as we get a look at the replay there. A nice tie-up. Star Valley winning that first jump ball, and the possession arrow will move the other way, but a travel called against Kleeman bobbled the steps as she was trying to get rid of the basketball. Early game jitters. Again, this is a Conference Plus game. The quadrant play will get back underway at some time later. This week it's Sweetwater County, and, well, these games matter in tiebreaker, and they're in the West. They'll see them at region as a wild pass is thrown away by Bear. That's a turnover and gives it back to Star Valley, leading 2-0. But this game Thursday with Rock Springs, and then Saturday against Green River on the road will not count in the quadrant or official seedings. That's just for Jackson, Riverton, and Evanston. Star Valley ball, Ambry Nelson just gets away a bounce pass out to the left side. Look over to the right corner. That's England, 2 dribbles with it. Gives it away. That's Mackey, the senior. Dishes out left side. Double team on the corner. Trying to work out of it. Bounce pass to Nelson on the wing. Tipped away. That was touched by Rock Springs. And, well, we don't have a shot clock yet. That's coming next year, so Star Valley can continue to work the clock here as they lead 2-0. High pass on the skip from Mackey over to Nelson. Nelson bounces it to the corner. Then back to Nelson. Mackey at the top, 2 dribbles over right side. England splits through 2 defenders. Shot up and dropped in. That's Morgan McGee getting her first bucket to go. Comes with 5:14 left in the first period, and Star Valley leading 4-0 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Quick inside, Rock Springs gets a paint touch, and a late whistle comes in. A foul coming in against Star Valley on Hannah Milliman. 8.8 points per game, and the leading rebounder for Rock Springs is Milliman. Getting a look at that free throw line jumper made by Mackey as the first free throw rattles out by Milliman. 75% free throw shooter on the year. Leads the team among qualified shooters. Gets a little hop in that one, and Rock Springs is on the board. 4-1 our score. Quick press breaker. Runs down past a screen, does Nelson. Now setting up the offense. Working against man. It's Kleeman. Quick over to the right side. England attacks the baseline. Throws one up. It's wild. Misses it, but Mackey comes away with the rebound. Ball squirts out of bounds, and last touch by Star Valley goes to Rock Springs. They trail at 4-1 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard here in the opening quarter. Rock Springs ball working from right to left. Millman, the point guard, taking it across. Bounces it through the legs of Solstice. What a comedy of errors it's been so far already for Rock Springs. That's their second toss where they've been impeded on the pass but thrown it away or been unable to handle that. So Star Valley, we didn't want them turning the ball over coming into this game. They've been the recipients of a couple fortuitous turnovers so far. Nelson drives in, gets the rebound, goes down to the ground. It was stripped away, still in the hands of Star Valley. Out to the right side, and we've got a 3 by Cam Mackey. 3-pointers brought to you by Star Valley Orthodontics, and Mackey is on the board. A 38% three-point shooter on the season. Came into last week, 8 of 21. Nelson, active hands just across the timeline, gets the steal, but throws it away right back to Solstice. And Rock Springs basketball. Solstice gives way to Milliman. Turns around against Mackey. Again, Nelson comes away with the steal. Playing the passing lanes well, slows up, finishes with the left hand. And it's 9-1. You know, that's what you're supposed to do, is what Ambry did. If you got time, you can slow up, but finish with the left hand if you go up on the left side. It's fundamentals. Rock Springs ball and working through 2 defenders, getting a shot up as Bear misses. Rebounded, one and done. Kleeman came away with the board, ripped it away. A wild pass. Soltis had the angle on it, could not keep control of it. Stays with Star Valley. We've got a couple of substitutions. Briley Webb comes in for Rock Springs. Number 23 for Rock Springs. For Star Valley, Ari Foster is in. There's England at the free throw line. Pops it, just rattles out. Nearly got that one. Also into the game for Star Valley. Getting that rebound was Ruby Hill. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Tipped and on, not handled by Mackey. So 9-1 is our score on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 2:51 left in the opening quarter here on the SVI Sports Network. And an inbound pass to no one. Oh my goodness. Well, you cannot catch your own inbound pass, which is what Milliman went to go do. And upon touching it, the referees correctly assessing that rule, giving the inbound back to Star Valley. In their attacking half, as you may say in soccer, or a amalgam of it, England is tied up, and we've got a whistle blown here. See the entry pass on the rebound here going in to England and tied up, as we have Mackey and England both checking out for Star Valley. 9-1 the score, 2:41 left in the opening quarter. And that foul being assessed keeps it with Star Valley. Working some 5 out, gets an undercut. Would have been a nice attempt by McGee, but just couldn't get it through the double team. Now Morgan McGee skips it over left side, gets it back, head fakes, penetrates, dishes out backside. That's Nelson with the triple. Misses. Rebound is collected and a foul assessed. Star Valley going to the free throw line as Ari Foster picked up the backside rebound. Second foul for Rock Springs. 2:19 left in the first period. One free throw for Foster is first one is in for Foster. Star Valley decimating Rock Springs at the moment. 10-1. Make it 11-1. On the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Still a little bit of man press being showed by Star Valley. Why not get an early lead, hold on to it, put that pressure on. Rock Springs working in the backcourt. That's Webb handing off to Soltis, and across the timeline, that's Millman. She's on the right wing, working against man pressure of Star Valley. Nelson active on those passing lanes, nearly came away with another steal, and a travel called on Soltis. She was being guarded by Nelson, who was denying the bucket, so tried to drop baseline, but shifted pivot feet in the moment. So the travel comes in. Star Valley basketball working from left to right. Nelson gives way to McGee, then to the free throw line. A bounce pass taken away. That was an errant pass. Trying to get it inside from the high post to low post. High-low doesn't work there. And Webb with the basketball for Rock Springs. Three-pointer tried and missed. Attempt thrown up by Zancanella. Here's Star Valley. And no one getting in the way of Ruby trying that three-pointer. So she thinks, why not? Misses it, but the putback comes in. And that's good. Livy Kleeman with the putback. First points of the day for Livy. And it's 13-1 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Varsity roster was brought to you by Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring, as Rock Springs goes in and gets their first field goal of the game. That was Allison Condi, just a sophomore. The Rock Springs program over the past decade plus has never been a stranger to playing a lot of youth. No different this year. Out left side, the three ball missed. Backside rebound was last touched. The call is last touched by Soltis. Ambry Nelson hands the basketball to the official, walks away, gets set up for the play call. The inbounder for Star Valley is McGee. 38 seconds left in our opening period. Bank of Star Valley scoreboard has a 10-point advantage and a chance for more as Ambry Nelson penetrates, puts a shot up, and draws the foul, getting a replay look here of the drive-in, forcing the contact there on the arms of Allison Condi. I know a lot of people don't like the NBA for that, but that's similar to what Ambry is doing. She's learning from the league there. You go at the player, you catch their arms, and you tie the official's hands, so to speak. The 1-2 free throw trip, 14-3. We'll see if we've got one possession or maybe two left here in this opening quarter here at Star Valley High School. Your ladies leading by 11 late in the opening period against the 5-11 Rock Springs Tigers. Good seal out on the defense by Foster. Just gets it away to Webb. Dribbles from the top of the key to the elbow. Head fake. Dish out. Webb steps into a wing three and buries it. 14-6 the score. And a steal, but the shot not away in time. Well, the wheels fall off just a little bit for Star Valley, but they exit the first quarter with an 8-point lead. We'll come back in 60 seconds with second quarter action on SVI. It's 14-6. Star Valley leads to Rock Springs.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
And welcome in back to Star Valley High School Conference Action Plus. Rock Springs and Star Valley. Rock Springs 5-11 in the Northwest Conference, and Star Valley at 3-0 in the Southwest Conference. Halfway through, in 1 month's time, we will be playing regional action in Evanston to decide which 4 teams will go on to play which 4 teams in the East. Star Valley trying to continue to build, get their 10th win tonight is what they're shooting for, and to continue to build as they get a foul here against Star Valley that should send Rock Springs to the baseline. Yeah, no shot being attempted there. Baseline inbound for Rock Springs, trailing by 8 points. Nice entry pass, but a wild throw out to the left corner. The entry pass came in, and then Allison Condi tossed it. So Ari Foster gets to inbound for Star Valley, leading by 8 points. Point guard is Mackey. Goes to the free throw line, a shot missed. Rebound for Star Valley. We tumble down to the ground. Kleeman with the board. Get a Fall River Propane replay look there. We tumble down to the ground with a foul called. Excuse me, jump ball called there. Possession arrow with Star Valley. Cameron Mackey, the inbounder. Passes out left side, Kleeman. Quick entry pass back to Livy. Kleeman tries to get it back out. The ball is bobbled. A nice job by Mackey with the hands drill, getting a hold of it. Nelson gives it back to Mackey. She attacks right, goes left. Now a baseline attack by England back into the game. Gives it away. Working against a 2-3 zone. Star Valley needs to be careful with those passing lanes. Trying to work the ball around to find an open shot. Here's a banked-in triple. 3-pointers brought to you by Star Valley Orthodontics, and Cam Mackey with their second triple of the game, 17-6 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Rock Springs ball, a triple thrown up, airballed and out of bounds back to Star Valley. Get another look at this triple as Nelson attacked. Mackey was left open. Soltis did not close out and give Mackey a little bit of space. Her coach, Coach Erickson, lets everyone have the green light and build that confidence, and, well, it's worked out. Mackey's shot better than 38% from 3 this year. Up by 11, Star Valley basketball in the first half. 6.5 minutes as Kleeman takes it, gives it to Nelson at the top of the key. Works around to Mackey. There's a high post look with McGee. Instead, they go out right corner. Try the triple. Hudson Kleeman dives in to give a double rebound look and grabs that offensive board. There is a whistle blown, and we have a foul called against Rock Springs. Looked like it went against Garner there for Rock Springs. Berkeley Garner getting that foul called there first. 17-6, Star Valley gets the inbound. Tip pass to the right wing for Nelson. She head fakes, gives it back to Mackey. Still working against a 2-3 zone. Rock Springs trying to keep those, trying to collapse that inside, not allow the post presence or drives to easy buckets for Star Valley to shoot outside. So far, Star Valley's got a couple of Star Valley Orthodontics 3 balls. Runner at the free throw line is tried and missed by Mackey. Rebound by Soltis. Rock Springs basketball. Rock Springs down by 11. High post entry pass, one dribble. The double team comes in, back to the high post at the free throw line. The jumper is hit. Shiley Zancanella, the leading scorer for Rock Springs at just over 10 per game, puts that one in. 17-8 is our score. Mackey down low, finds Kleeman out in the left corner, wide open for a triple, misses. Long miss goes to Mackey. Nearly a double dribble, but gives it off to Nelson. Hands off to Mackey. Toes on the three-point line, misses another one, and rebounded this time by Garner. Well, it was in the hands of Garner, but then tied up. Star Valley forces a jump ball as we get a look at this replay here. A nice job by Morgan McGee to force that jump. Star Valley holds on to possession. Ambry Nelson at the top of the key. Look right side. Here's a high post look. McGee back out to the left wing. Nelson dribbles to the top of the key. Looking to the free throw line. Got a little fancy there. Couldn't handle the pass. Soltis wants to go coast to coast. Misses the layup hard. Rebounded by Kleeman. Gives it back to Mackey. Wants to push the tempo. England attacks. Turns around. Had two defenders on the zone look. Nelson. That leaves her open for a triple. Misses it long. Mackey with the putback. Got hit from behind. Should be the foul with the hit from behind, but also had a defender that looked like they got a little bit of action or contact on the hand as well. Either way, Mackey to the free throw line. First free throw missed. Couple of substitutions as Ruby Hill and Ari Foster come back in for Star Valley, their second spell of the game. Halfway through our first half. Oh for 2 trip there is Mackey. Can't hit on either. Sub 55% free throw shooter on the year is Mackey. 64% Star Valley is as a team on the season. Back to Rock Springs, running 5 out. Runner at the free throw line misses. Well, something about 5 out doesn't leave a lot of room for rebounding, and Star Valley quickly takes and turns that with the rebound by Nelson. Foster has it at the top, working again against a zone look, this time a 1-3-1 zone that is being employed by Rock Springs. That leaves a little bit open at the free throw line, and a nice job to suck the zone out and then deliver from Mackey to the assist to Hudson Kleeman. Makes it 19-8 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Rock Springs basketball down by 11, 19-8. 3.5 minutes left in this conference plus game. Quick short corner shot. Hill can't grab the rebound, so it goes back to Rock Springs. A step back three is missed. Foster grabs the board, wants to run with it, does not have numbers, so they slow down. Star Valley will set up again, working against a 1-3-1 defense. That puts Kleeman with 3 defenders on her. Turns around an entry pass to the defense. You can't panic against that, but it will happen every now and again, and Kleeman got caught with a couple of defenders, and the third one came in, and the turnover is forced. Now a runner. Tried by Milliman, missed. Rebound down to the ground. We've got a jump ball. Should stay with Rock Springs. Milliman and Foster tied up on that jump. And a timeout taken, 19-8 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard here on SVI Sports Media coverage of Star Valley basketball back in 30.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Let's go back to the game with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports on the SVI Sports Network.
Jake Hibbard with the spot start in for Duke and Dow today. Thanks for joining me. And Star Valley with a 19-8 lead in the first half over Rock Springs. As Rock Springs with the basketball girls action, now the boys will follow. estimated start time, we're guessing 7:30. That's about 59 minutes from now. We'll see. Rock Springs ball and getting there wild with it. Down on the ground, collected back up. That's Milliman with it. Working back, has Soltis to her left. Delivers off right. Trying to get it into the post and a whistle blown. Stays with Rock Springs on the kick ball. Inbound goes to Milliman, looks over to the left wing. That's Isabella Gibbons in for the first time today. Gibbons has a quick 4-foot runner, misses it off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Nobody gets it, and it goes out of bounds. The call, Star Valley basketball. Rock Springs had a player boxing out, actually quite convinced it was their basketball. Goes the other way, probably kicking themselves at the moment. And so Star Valley basketball. Short corner, Hill takes it back, bounces it to England, swings it around to Foster. Playing a high-low action here. Looks like X that Star Valley's running. Look over to the corner, finds the post, turn around, shot goes up, and we've got a jump ball. Getting on top of that basketball was Jalen Agudo. Agudo, look, you see there, getting right on top of the basketball. That's not easy to deal with for England, but Star Valley getting the jump ball there, and a look over to the left side, a three made by Morgan McGee. Not her best three of the year. It'll probably be impossible to top that one after the game winner over Kelly Walsh, but it counts the same. Three-pointers brought to you by Star Valley Orthodontics. Rock Springs ball, Soltis. Swings over to the right wing. That's Gibbons. Milliman trying to work against Foster. 2-3 zone looking defensively for Star Valley. Popping out. Driving right side. Tied up, and we've got a jump ball. Ruby Hill forced that jump, and it stays with Rock Springs. Had our fair share of jump balls. We get a look here on this three ball. A nice step out on the high-low action. If you get caught, as Rock Springs defense did there a little bit, sucking in on the post, paying attention to that, you can get caught on the corners. Something you have to work against. And on the other side, Soltis puts up the first triple for Rock Springs. It's now 22-11. Star Valley leads it on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Foster wants a triple, misses off the front iron. Backside rebound picked up. And McGee had it knocked out of bounds. It should stay with Star Valley. It looked like Agudo was the last player to touch it. That is the call by the officials. Inbound from the near sideline, it's McGee. To England, one of the several people you can have running at the top of this offense for Star Valley. They're all about 5'6", they say, but it's not that bad when they're all interchangeable position-wise. Hard offensive board attempt there for McGee. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to a free throw for McGee. So go inside and work on the offensive glass and get rewarded as McGee did there. Slicing in from behind, getting the first free throw to push the lead to 23-11. Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet 1 brings us stats, and in the first half so far, Cam Mackey leading the way with 6 points, but Morgan McGee just matched that with another free throw. 24-11 the score, and man press being showed by Star Valley. 6 points for both of them, 5 points for Ambry Nelson. And Star Valley in the first half, 3 of 11 from the three-point line, 27%. Man press again on for Star Valley. England tipped at the loose handle coming up to set up at the key. That was Soltis losing it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by England on the tip. Active hands in the first half have been a very positive thing to see for Star Valley. High entry pass post. Post entry pass to Agudo. Turns around and the layup on the left side, no good. We've got another jump ball, and that will go to Star Valley. Turnaround jumper, no good, and it's Kleeman getting down and tying that ball up. Libby Kleeman forcing that jump ball and has it on the left wing. There's Mackey delivering to Foster. Swing to the right side, 2 seconds left. England tries the three, no good. And we go to the half, 24-11. Star Valley leads Rock Springs by 13 points. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back and give you some halftime coverage right here on SVI Network. Okay.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit starvalleydisposal.com to schedule your service. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit simplot.com.
Getting a look at the dance team there, the halftime showcase brought to you by Star Valley Health. I believe we are recording that in its entirety, and you can check that out later at svinews.com. Well, let's take a look at our Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One stats, quality, price, service, located a block south of the Arch in Afton. And for Star Valley in the first quarter, or in the first half, 24 points in all, leading 24-11 as we get a look at our halftime highlights during the Simplot halftime show. Morgan McGee leads the way with 7 points for Star Valley, and that's followed by Cam Mackey with 6 points. For McGee, 1 of 1 shooting from the field as both 2 and from 3. So 1 of 1 from inside the arc, 1 of 1 from outside, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Ambry Nelson's gone to the free throw line a pair of times. It's 3 of 4 from there with 5 points in all. And Libby Kleeman and Hudson Kleeman both with 2 points. Ari Foster with 2 points as well. Well, we've got a lot of conference action going on right now as we're getting a look at the 3A state champions. Who the heck? Oh, yeah. Is the football team, did they win state again? Was I there? Yes, I was. Getting honored with their new banner for 2025. Oh, them again? Yes, Star Valley state champions. Now, you will notice that you may see Cooper Lancaster in sweats. Maybe not the warm-ups. We're not sure if he will be playing tonight, or there might be a tweaked ankle involved. But hopefully nothing too bad. But Cooper not in the uniform, wearing some sort of athletic shoes, but I don't know that those are his basketball shoes. Those are more the 80s styles. I'm not sure if those are the Dunks, the low tops. Wow, he even gets out to model them for me. The red laces. But either way, those look something along the lines of what Marty McFly was wearing on Back to the Future 1, as we get a look at this
Star Valley State champion football team. A good first half for the girls. We'll have the boys coming up after this. As let's take a look at what else is. I'll run through some other games that are happening tonight or have already happened. Well, let's see here. Well, maybe I'll do that in just a second. Yeah, actually, we've got a sideline report with Amelia Kazare. So let's go ahead and go down to Amelia right now and hear from her. All right, we'll see if we get Millie in just a second. That sideline report brought to you by Miles CPA. And that's okay. It looks like we got some mic issues. We'll see if we can get her in just a bit. But 24-11 at the halftime. Simplot halftime show. We'll come back and get you ready for the second half here on SVI Sports.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Story.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Getting a look at the boys warming up. They'll be coming up after this action is done. 24-11 at the halftime, brought to you by Simplot. Star Valley leading Rock Springs. Let's take a look at some other contests happening tonight. Run you through them. Number 2 Green River for the girls is hosting Jackson tonight. Again, just like this matchup with number 4 Star Valley's girls hosting Rock Springs. We call it cross-quad non-conference. I think because there weren't enough tongue twisters in high school sports as it was. So cross-quad non-conference. These matchups will count if we get to a tiebreaker, but if not, well, then it is another extra preseason game that you get a preview because you will be seeing these teams in the regional tournament in 1 month in Evanston. So always a good time to get a look at these teams. We'll be getting our first look at Rock Springs coming up with the boys. Lennon Spence, a second-year head coach for the Tigers, getting this team going in a way that they have not been since maybe Kelby Kramer, Trevor Hodala was there when they made a state run back in 2017, or before that, 2012, 2013, when it was actually Lennon Spence as the captain, leading as a point guard Rock Springs to a state run and a pretty powerful showing at state as well. So we'll have that game coming up after this game. We've got about 40 seconds left before the start of the third quarter. Not sure if we have been able to get Amelia Kazer's microphone fixed yet. I'll see on that, but if we do, we can get a sideline report. Other games going on tonight? Nope, not yet, so that's all right. Good luck. I know how microphone issues go. 2A, Shoshone is at number 3, Wyoming Indian, and number 1, Bighorn at Tongue River tonight. And in interclass, we've got Grable at Riverside, Burns at Pine Bluffs, and not a whole lot of action is what we're saying going on tonight. Most of it is happening tomorrow. So 24-11 is our score as we get into the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same great service with more resources to serve your needs. And Rock Springs starts off the second half with possession. Quick zone look for Star Valley as we come out in a 2-3 zone, it looks like, covering a lot of space against Rock Springs. Milliman is at the top of the key, looking around, has a high post entrance, going back side to side, just working right to left, not getting any room against this zone. Avery England at the top of that as well, as is Mackey and McGee. And then down low, it's Kleeman and Ambry Nelson. Nelson actually rotates back up here. We've got a loose ball and a steal taken. McGee looks like she got swiped at the face by a paw a little bit, but came away with the steal. And it's Star Valley basketball, 24-11. Nelson works to Kleeman, takes it back outside of the perimeter. Swing around left side. Rotating 1-3-1 zone. Morgan McGee gives it to Mackey, then back to Nelson. Swing to England. It's McGee on the right corner. Going side to side. Rock Springs looks like the half has given them some much needed rest. We have a quick moving zone defense that's not leaving a lot of room. Have to get creative here for Star Valley, or at the very least continue to take care of the ball while they work around against it. Nelson drives, stops, tries to draw the contact. Not too bad. Picks up the foul. Allison Condi, take a look at this on the replay as Nelson stops and goes right at the defense. I'm telling you, if you watch the NBA and you watch what Ambry's doing, it's the same principle. Just get caught under the hands and force the referee's whistle. My point being that Nelson is kind of being an X factor for Star Valley in cases where they couldn't get anything past the zone. Will attack it, force them to foul, and goes 2-2 at the free throw line. 26-11 as Nelson gets those buckets in, and will now have 7 points. A steal here. That's Mackey, and went a little bit too fast because the ball's taken away herself. Soltis bounces out left short corner, missed on the attempt there by Bear. Back to Star Valley. Mackey working on the right wing. 1-3-1. And a travel called. Kleeman saw Soltis down low, closing out on the three-point corner. Tried to attack that closeout and picked up the pivot foot before the ball went on the ground. Rules a little tighter on the travel in high school than some other levels, if you haven't noticed. Can't move the same way and get caught sometimes moving like maybe you think you can. Here's a quick steal. Nelson takes the pass up ahead, misses the layup, rebound Star Valley, and Nelson, quick hands, got a steal away as the ball was tipped out from behind. Here's a corner three by England, misses long. Milliman with the rebound, wild running ahead, and we have a whistle blown. Stops play, and a foul coming in. Being called against Avery England, it looked like. Milliman with the inbound for Rock Springs. Zone defense for Star Valley. Milliman gives it, goes down into the post. Bear dribbles to the top of the key, pulls from three, misses long. One and done on the possession as Mackey gets the rebound. Well, Star Valley hasn't had an issue with turnovers so far. They also haven't had an issue with allowing too many extra possession shots either. It's been a lot of one and dones on the defensive side for Star Valley, cleaning up the glass. Here they're working against a 2-3 zone. Nelson left wide open on the corner, splashes in the three. No respect at all, I tell you, no respect for Ambry Nelson, who knocks in the three, nothing but net. Puts Nelson up to double digits in the game. First player to 10 points with that three. Zone trap, and it might work here. A high pass to Soltis, stops, looks out to the left corner. Wild three taken, but it goes. Well, not so bad. I guess that works out after all, as Shyla Zancanella hits the triple, makes it 29-14 and a timeout taken. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this REIC third quarter on SVI Sports Network.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
Third quarter, 29-14 on SVI. Rock Springs trailing by 15. The girls half, boys coming up after this. Cross quadrant play. Trying to not say croissant at any point today when I try to say that. A three ball as we come out of the break, taken and made by Morgan McGee. Again, it's going to be tough to top the best three ball of her season, the game winner against Kelly Walsh. That won't do it, but it counts all the same. Three ball starts off the third quarter. And a missed 34-14, the 20-point lead for Star Valley as Nelson takes it across the timeline. Three balls brought to you by Star Valley Orthodontics. Here's another attempt by McGee. Up, hits off the iron, backside board from Mackey. Perfect positioning to see where that was going to miss. Bounce pass from Nelson. She gets it back, now swings out right side. Tough high entry pass out to the right corner. Misses the long two by Hill. Rebound on the run. Star Valley has Soltis running with it. Looks to Milliman. Skip pass taken away. 32-16 the score. 2:55 left in the REIC third quarter. An Olay pass as Mackey cut in as the ball was going behind her. Turnover for Star Valley. One of the few today. Soltis inbounding to Milliman. Ari Foster guarding. Man-to-man defense. Nice job beating the man as Isabella Bear drives in. Zancanella drives in from the baseline, gets a step and finishes inside. Pulls Rock Springs to within 14, 2:25 left in the REIC third quarter. Certainly not out of reach yet for the Tigers. Stop and pop by Nelson misses short. And a rebound by Soltis, given off to Milliman, trying to run with it again. Foster's behind, a swipe by Nelson. Shot goes up, it rolls around and falls down. 12-point lead as Soltis cuts the Star Valley advantage down 2 points further. Nelson working, a trap comes in. 2-3 trapping zone. Hill goes to the high post, misses. We've got a tie-up. Foster and Milliman tied up. And jump ball is called. Star Valley basketball. Inbound. That's to Kiera Allred. Then to Mackey. Drives in, gets a paint touch, puts it up. And Shot out left side. It's Allred making the bucket, 34-20. I think we've got I think Dave was trying to tell me our sideline mic wasn't working. Sorry for that pause as I was trying to fix my mic. I think my mic is fine. I think we were talking about, let me know, Dave. I'm looking over to you. Let me know. 34-20. I'll just keep talking. 59 seconds left in the REIC third quarter. Inbound pass to Soltis. Foster up high on the key against Milliman. Look over right side. Drive in, or entry pass rather, and a shot up, a foul called against Mackey, it looked like. Puts Katie Moore at the free throw line. First free throw, rattles around, just pops off the front of the iron. Trying free throw number 2 to cut it to 13. The shot is nothing but net. 34-21 in the REIC third quarter. We're down to 45 seconds left. Quick run, Ruby Hill going against that press. Press breaker there is no good on the attempt. Turnover goes back to Star Valley. Mackey has it. Nearly traveled. Allred takes it back to Mackey. Drive over right side. The 3 ball by Foster is good. Star Valley Orthodontics 3 by Foster extends the lead. And man, something was needed for Star Valley's offense to get them out of a rut. Puts the lead back a little more secure. 16 at the moment. And here's a tie-up. A jump ball, active hands by Nelson and Mackey. All game long continues. Getting a look at the replay here. You pick the ball up in front of Cam Mackey, you better protect it. Otherwise, that will happen, and it did. The jump ball stays with Rock Springs, puts the possession arrow to Star Valley's way with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Likely Star Valley will start with possession to start the fourth quarter then. A screen, drive in. It was a pick and pop, turnaround jumper taken and missed. And that's how the third quarter ends, brought to you by REIC. 37-21 the score. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Star Valley, Rock Springs on the SVI Sports Media Network.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Fourth quarter begins with Star Valley basketball as that jump ball happened with 10 seconds left in the quarter to put us. Star Valley basketball leading by 16, 37-21 here on SVI Sports Network coverage. Star Valley basketball. Girls are employing a 4-1 high post right now. And the entry pass to the high post, a foul called on the reach-in of Livy Kleeman. Foul number 1 of the quarter. Morgan McGee calls out
the inbound play. Looking for Nelson out at the three-point line. Drives to the free throw and shoots it. Tries to get the contact. It was all ball, though. Stays Star Valley basketball. Next year, we'll have to worry about the shot clock. But right now, we're doing fine. You can just take the possession as long as you want. Just keep looking around. Nelson with the basketball. Left wing. Has Kleeman. Some open space. Handoff on the DHO over to the right side. Nelson takes it back to McGee now. 1-2-2 zone. And a reach-in foul called against Star Valley. Or excuse me, called against Rock Springs. Quick 2 fouls to start off our Hayden Outdoor Real Estate fourth quarter. Baseline drive, bounce pass to Kleeman. Back to Nelson, nearly walked with it. Back to Kleeman, then over to the corner. McGee wants a post-entry pass to England, can't get it. They'll try again. They've got high-low going on. Here's the high, turnaround shot, swish. Livy Kleeman with the high post free throw line jumper makes it an 18-point advantage, 39-21 the score. Rock Springs basketball. Look out, short corner shot is buried. Milliman with the bucket. Morgan McGee and Ambry Nelson leading the way for Star Valley in scoring today, both with 10 points. Here's a 3-ball by Kleeman, misses it, does Hudson. Tied up, rebound on the ground. We've got a jump ball. Star Valley got the opening possession of the quarter, so back to Rock Springs, but active hands again, all positive things. If you're getting your hands out on the opposing team's basketball, well, then you're doing the right thing. And here's another active hands moment of Livy Kleeman getting a steal, jumping in front of the pass, and Star Valley on the run. Runner is no good by England. Wide open delivery, no good, and Nelson tries to save it. Hudson tries to do a combo save. It looked like spike ball there for a second, but it is out of bounds. 39-23. Got a stoppage in play here. Luckily, there's always a roll of paper towels. I think we may be saying it's insufficient. Eric Quinney leading the official crew today, coming out of the Bridger Valley. 5:46 left in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth quarter. Getting a beautiful up-close view of our officials cleaning off the baseline. And Rock Springs basketball, there we go. Looked like we had a quick spill to clean up. And all good now. You do not get paid extra to clean as an official. It's all part of the contracted gig, I believe. 3-ball misses, and it goes out of bounds. Quickly back to Star Valley. Mackey inbounds to Nelson. Watch for some deep cut action here as they call out a fist. There's the deep cut. There's the 3-ball. Wasn't there, so McGee will look for the next deep cut. That pops out from the top. That's Kleeman. At the top, it's McGee. Bounce pass into the post. Quick outside. Nelson head fakes. Takes a step inside the 3-point line and buries a long 2. I was talking about Nelson and her NBA quote-unquote tendencies earlier. That's an old-school basketball tendency. Take a step inside the free throw line and shoot it. They always say, worst shot in basketball. Well, you know it's a good shot. It's a made shot. And Ambry made that one. 41-23. Soltis with the ball for Rock Springs. Milliman has it. Double team trap. Nearly taken away. It's 5-on-4 here as an over pursue by McGee. She's now back. Soltis double team. Corner trap. Might be a kick ball. And it's timeout We'll take it with them. 41-23, 18-point lead, 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Star Valley on top here on the SVI Sports Media Network.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
No trivia question today, but Star of 89 bringing you the trivia. That's Dow's department. I'm not qualified for that trivia, but appreciate Star of 89 for that. Rock Springs basketball working against a trapping zone for Star Valley. They work out to the right side, swing the ball around, get the open look, miss it. Milliman works down the rebound, and then tied up, we've got a foul call against Star Valley, going against Ambry Nelson. Baseline inbound over to the right corner. That's Zancanella looking out up top, and the shot missed by Moore. On the run, it's Star Valley again here. Nelson slows up. Crossover, protecting the basketball. Bounces over to England. Kleeman pops out as Nelson works down low and then out to the corner. They'll swing around to the left wing. Nelson in the high post. Work out right side. That's to McGee. She drives. Takes one dribble past the defender. May have had a step on him. Gives it back. Corner. Now we have Nelson with it. 41-23 and 3.5 minutes left. No reason to be too aggressive here in Star Valley. More than once, it looked like I've seen him as Nelson finally does go baseline and drive. Maybe have an opportunity as Nelson again gets a rebound and goes to the free throw line, being very choosy. And in fact, Nelson waited till she had a wide open baseline, cuts right there, faster than Zancanella, misses it. No foul call there, but as you see on the replay, Ambry just tosses the basketball up. And if it's going as a shot, well, then you get free throws. And Nelson goes to the free throw line. I'm not trying to beat a dead pigeon here, but again, she throws the ball up behind her hands. That's like the NBA. She's watching the NBA. If you throw the ball up one-handed sideways on your head, the refs might still call it a shot. Goes 1-2 from the free throw line. Does Nelson, and we've got a 19-point lead. Half-court trap employed as Ari Foster tight on Milliman. Swipe in. We've got a foul. Reach in. It should be against Foster. Kiera Allred was the other player helping that trap. Milliman, just a freshman, 5'5" point guard, running the game for Rock Springs throughout the day and playing just about every minute of the contest as well. Pass tipped and taken away. Layup is too hard. Well, Nelson with the steal. Hands on her head after that and laughing. That's the universal sign for a little bit of an embarrassment, as she knows. Forgot to take something off the basketball. Sometimes you're running full speed. Well, if you take a little speed off your feet, you can give the same huck to that ball as the layup line. But if you're going full speed like she was there, I got it a little hard off the glass. That happens. Rock Springs basketball working against a zone 4 Star Valley and active hands again. Ambry Nelson tips it out of bounds. After this game, we'll go quickly into some post-game coverage and then switch streams over to the boys contest. 2:34 left in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth quarter. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison. It's the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com. Sideline inbound, and man, that 5-second clock goes 5.5 in Afton tonight, apparently. 2:29 left in the fourth quarter. And a little bit of cleanup time here for Rock Springs. That's Rachel Rodriguez, a junior, getting some playing time, giving away that ball. High post pass, turn around, look back. And the shot goes up, no good. Put up again, and making that one for Star Valley. It looked like Elena Stevens. (44-23). 1:45 left and a 21-point lead. Nice shot down low and a make there for Rock Springs. Jalen Agudo there. Cleanup time. A lot of reserves getting some time for both sides. Ball going Rock Springs way. 44-25, 1:24 left in the game. You know, one of my keys to the game was turnovers. That was not an issue for Star Valley tonight. They did a good job taking care of the ball. Now they really need to carry that into Saturday's contest against Green River. Coached by Clint Landon. That comes out of the Rick Carroll School of run, and then come out in the second half and run some more and trap. So Star Valley will have to be looking their passes right into their hands of their intended pass mates come Saturday, because Green River is going to be playing those passing lanes tightly. 45 seconds left here. Star Valley with a 19-point lead, 44-25, as Ari Foster picks up 2 free throws on a runner on the free throw line. Foster in the game with 5 points. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. That was her 5th attempt. Missing that one. Second shot rattles out. And we're down to 40 seconds left as Rock Springs working it across half court. Man pressure by Foster. Man-to-man defense for Star Valley. They'll pick up their 10th win of the season with this victory. We'll send Rock Springs down to 5-12. They'll be off to play Jackson next as we have a late foul call with 13 seconds left. Star Valley on the road on Saturday in Green River. Inbound pass is tipped, collected by Agudo, and layup no good. 5 seconds left. Star Valley with the rebound. Stevens gets it and runs the clock down to zeros. 44-25 is your final. Let's go ahead and jump in to our post-game coverage. Post-game show brought to you by Silver Star Communications, Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. Well, I suppose I should start with our Battleson Brothers Battle 1 floor stats for the game. Leading scorer was Ambry Nelson in this 44-25 final. 13 points for Nelson. Shot 75% from the free throw line, 6 of 8. And Morgan McGee was the other player in double figures with 10 points. Got 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Cam Mackey finished with 6 points in the game. 5 points from Ari Foster, 4 from Livy Kleeman. Kira Allred got on the board with 1 of 1 shooting from the free throw line. No points for Ruby Hill. Elena Stevens picks up 2 points. And Hudson Kleeman with 2 points as well. Just point stats for you. And thank you to Duke Dance out there, wherever the heck you are, helping me out with those as we get a look at some of the highlights for this contest. Post-game show brought to you by Silver Star Communications. And Dave, are we good to head out on this stream yet? Oh, shoot, I should give a player of the game. Of course, player of the game brought to you by Star Valley Skidoo. And I was looking around at this one, and I'm going to go with Ambry Nelson. She, of course, led the team in scoring with 13 points, but she earned player of the game because of her active hands on defense today, getting in the passing lanes, as we see Ambry getting to the free throw line as well, and was the zone buster for Star Valley today. When the zone was clogging up that offense, not allowing anything, Ambry more often than not was the player who would drive in, get contact, and pick up the foul. So that is your player of the game, brought to you by Star Valley Skidoo. Thank you, Dave. And we will go ahead and head out. Make sure to switch streams over. The boys game coming your way in about 10 minutes from now. This has been Star Valley Girls Basketball on SBI Sports.